up? It's your girl, Brittany. I am back. I am better with another video. Y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post. Because y'all know what it is. You know your girl posts frequently. Alright, y'all already know what we doing. We jumping, we skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing the Deja, into this video. Click the link down in my description box below to become a member on my Patreon. Click that link. Alright, y'all. Let's get into the video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about Naj Million and her thoughts on Deja Vu and the fans trying to clock her, all of that. So let's get into it. Now, Naj ends up going on Instagram live, and she just spoke some thoughts just on what the fans were saying about the show and everything else. So, mind you, she ends up saying, because the clip that I had studied and researched, she basically was saying in the clip that it wouldn't have been a show without her. She named some other people. We're going to get to them. Don't rush me. So she ends up saying that we want to have half of the storylines we had if it wasn't for her coming in there and giving us good TV. Now, no shade. I'm going to keep it a $140. She's right. Like I said in my last video with Cookie and Naj and whoever else was in that video, Deja Vu did not live up to par. I will say this. When it comes to her, Joyce, and Diamond, they have been carrying the show on their backs. They have been carrying the show on their backs. But even with all three of them carrying the show is still not the bang gang that they were looking for. I think Deja Vu was supposed to be like big this season, and they put a lot of personalities in the house that meshed and didn't mesh, and it still is not it still is not, oh, I'm just glued to my TV wanting to watch Deja Vu. Like, it's a good show. It's more laid back, it's more chill. They do fight, which that's what we want. We do want storylines, we do want drama, but it's still somewhat boring. With the fights, with the drama, with the personalities, it's still not all the way there. And I think it's not all the way there because y'all have so many people. It's so many people there. And what I'm starting to realize is when Now That's TV, when Now That's TV has too many people, where it's 20 plus people, the shows just don't do that great. And that goes for Zodiac House, Playboys, Greek Life, this show. Once they have just too many cast members, people start sinking in the background quickly. And with them going to the background so quickly, it then makes the show not as interesting. No shade. And it's kind of boring. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Like, for me, like when Almond was trying to talk to Mel, did I need that? No. Why did they feel like that was going to be something that we wanted to talk about after they got to find an episode or two ago and they was over it? They said what they said to each other. Mel called Naj out, and then they squashed it and went on. Why did y'all feel as though we needed Almond's opinion? I don't know. I enjoy Almond's opinion most of the time, but in that particular scene, I was just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about what he's talking about either. I'm over it. Even with Nola, like Nola continuing to explain herself, how she's not, wanting beef and all this and that. Like, I don't care. It's not important to me. It's so many people there that people, like I said, or be in the background. Even with Becca. Love me some Becca. But Becca did not serve a purpose on Deja Vu so far. She's been very boring. And y'all keep throwing in her confessionals like somebody is checking for Becca or her thoughts and opinions. I don't care about Becca's thoughts and opinions. And then even when it came to the cashy, well, Joce, Trey, and Shinx, I feel as though y'all should have found a way to put some cashy confessionals in there. That would have been so amazing if y'all would have added Cashy, just his confessionals. Cashy didn't have to even be there, but if y'all could have found a way to put like Cashy confessionals in there where Cashy like, oh, I really don't care, or yeah, I was smoking a cigarette because she hurt my feelings, or you know, whatever the case was, I would have been like, yes, eat that up. That would have been a key, you know, that would have been fire, because we had been watching the background for a minute. And this was like something big. It really was. Like on the show, watching it is not that serious. But in the background, like when Cashy went outside, smoked that cigarette, and all that ripple effect happened after Joyce slept with Trey, that was crazy. Like I believe y'all should have really put Cashy confessionals in there. That'd have been amazing. Like that would have been cool. And I just feel as though, like I said, this show, I ain't gonna say y'all dropped the ball, but the ball ain't all the way up in the air either. The ball is not all the way there either. No shade. Okay, moving on. So, Naj did end up giving a lot of people some shout outs in this live. She ended up saying it wouldn't have been no show without Mel, Jay Galore, Common, Becca, and Joyce. Joyce, I agree with. Mel, I agree with. Jay Galore, now, obviously, we know when Jay Galore comes, she fights Diamond. And then Becca jumps in. So, I'm going to say that. Jay Galore has always been good TV. She going to get out there. And I will say this. It is good TV people who going to get out there. Some people understand regardless of how high you are up in the ranks, you still got to work. It is a lot of them who do understand that. I will say this. Like I said before, I love Becca. But Becca is not giving anything for me on the TV screen. No shade. Not even in the confessionals. She's just not, it's not the same Becca. It's like she's gotten comfortable. And her comfortability has afforded her to be boring on this particular show. And that's just for me. So people was telling Naj that she's not ready or she hasn't made it to this place yet to where she needs to be on these type of shows. And I very much so disagree. I do think Naj is ready for more mature shows, but I also think that Naj understands how to do her job. And if other people are not willing to do their job, she's going to step up and do the job. One thing about it, we would be complaining if they was all just turning up, having fun, and just being there. Honestly, if we just being for real, out of the guys, Mac and Dom was the only ones who have really given us something. No shade. A lot of the other boys really ain't did that. Trey and Shinx just now started doing something. And we on episode 6. Like, we on episode 6. It's ridiculous that y'all doing, like, as soon as y'all got on there, jobs should have got started. Ferragamo, same thing. Like, I'm not saying force no mess, but be willing to work. A lot of them are comfortable and they just there, want to turn up, but you have to be willing to work. And I think that's, like I said, that's just another reason why it's not as entertaining, because it's so many people just who want a free check. They just want their little $2,000 check and be like, okay, I pop bottles for 7 days or 5 days or however long they film. And I'm just not here for it. But I do think Naj is mature enough to be on these type of shows now. And I do think that she's ready for these type of shows. I feel as though Naj has graduated from like a South Central Baddies. I don't want to see her on a South Central Baddies. I would love to see her on like Young and Reckless again. I think she fits great there on Young and Reckless. I can't think of, I wouldn't want to see her on nothing. No shade. I wouldn't want to see her on nothing Isaiah has. I just think that she's upgraded from those type of shows that Isaiah brings to the table. She also shouts out Joyce and ends up saying that Joyce is great TV, and Joyce is most of the show. So I believe at that point they had made up, they cool now, and she just gave Joyce her props. And you know, that was mature of her to still, you know, shout out Joyce. And that's what I mean when I say she is ready for these type of spots. One thing about her, Joyce, Diamond, Jay Galore, Mel, they gonna clock in and do their job. And I will give Becca some type of grace because this is her second show. But I won't say that she's been doing her job. I will not give her that. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video down below. I'm going to see y'all in the next one, babes. Bye.